streaming now?
I'm gonna pull it up on screen here. StreamYards
So
is active right now.
you can see this though, right?
Looks like Freddy from iCarly.
So I pulled up all the actors in their prime when they were like going to, this is the age they would have been when trying out for the Luke Skywalker role, right? And I pulled up a bunch of good reference images, and you can kind of get a feel.
That actually looks very similar to the concept art of Luke Skywalker's like facial structure and hair.
Exactly. There's so many throughout each of these young actors. You can see what George Lucas kind of was seeing as the possible Luke Skywalker, right?
So well, it was also Macquarie, because Macquarie, who did all the artwork, it was also Macquarie because he was involved in the casting as well.
Absolutely.
Star Wars is so cool.
The lore is infinite. So we'll just go through this quickly.
Until George Lucas's museum opens, bro. I cannot wait. I'm going there. Too bad it's in LA, so I'm going there until it's fixed. But
so many pictures. I'd love to go. So here, we'll just go through this, and I saved the best one for last, right, guys? Here's the second person in contention, William Catt, as a young man. This is another possible suggestion for Luke Skywalker.
I think he looks too old, though.
Yeah, that was my problem as well. I think that was probably why he got cut ultimately, I believe, because this is the age he would have been. He
looks too old to be like 18, 19.
Correct. So let's move on to the next. Robbie Benson.
No.
And yet it just doesn't fit for me personally. And maybe like the hair a little bit, but literally nothing else screams Luke Skywalker.
Sorry, Robbie.
Yeah, Robbie didn't make it. Robbie was not making it, right?
Robbie didn't make it, oh God.
Andrew Stevens, young actor. This is Andrew Stevens around the time. Thoughts?
Roman sounds like Roman. That's just weird. Too pretty. What are you picking out a stripper?
So yeah, this guy is just like, again, more of a too old category.
That's a good Batman look guy.
Yeah, true that. So then we have William Seltzer. This is, come on now, is that not Luke Skywalker on that angle?
That actually looks like Luke Skywalker from that looks like him from, what's it called? Dark Empire. Yo, can you Google Luke Skywalker Dark Empire?
Sure.
Roman DM'd Boogie. That's fucking Roman DM'd Boogie. That's crazy. Tell me that doesn't look like him.
Yeah, definitely, dude. 100%. Look at that. Sorry. Spoiler. But
yeah, that's that. That is that.
For sure. It's good. Yeah, I could see why they thought they saw Luke in him. All right, save the best one for last. Did you see that? Robert Englund. This I couldn't see. This is probably the biggest oddball pick of someone that was in contention for Luke.
He looks like I sculpted his face the wrong way.
Yeah, very odd looking fellow, and I think that was kind of the vibe.
His face goes like to a point, like.
I think that was kind of the vibe, is they wanted a very like this was the weird pick. This was the screwball pick, wild card pick for sure.
Screwball is exactly how I would describe that first picture, the top left one.
Yeah, screwy. So
imagine if that was Luke Skywalker. He's like, that's Squidward. That's like live action Squidward.
Like that would have been awful, bro. That's not Luke.
Looks like Pee Wee Herman.
And the very best one for last, gang, John Travolta did audition to be Luke Skywalker.
Hell yeah. So far, dude, I think Kurt Russell and the other dude that we showed that I said looks like Dark Empire Luke.
Yeah, him or forget his exact name, but we had it here on the stream so people will remember.
Seltzer,
right. So it's got to be one of those two. John Travolta. This is before he did the Tarantino movies and stuff, and he had the big comeback. So I don't think it would have. It wouldn't have been a good time to pick him up for that reason in hindsight. Yeah. But that's it. That's my segment.
Well, that's cool shit. Thank you. But no, what's his name? Travolta wouldn't have been doing anything like that until like the 90s.
Right.
So he would have had time to be in Star Wars for sure.
100%. But he did audition for it. Fun fact. He did audition for Luke. Yeah. Fair assessment.
Yeah, definitely a fair assessment. He wouldn't disown his son for not having his girlfriend get an abortion.
Yep.
Marcel, you won't even watch it anymore because it just bothers you. That sucks. Do you watch the prequels at least? I can actually understand that assessment too, where like some fans are just like, I just want to remember it at this point. I don't want to go back and look at it. Social media was the worst thing for Hollywood, I think. Because with actors, because it allowed them to voice their opinions, and most of them have never been to school or worked a blue collar job. They're inept. Damn, bro, all the way in Germany, Mark Hamill still affected him. I'm sorry to hear that, Marcel. That sucks, buddy. I get it though. I totally get it, though. There's certain things I can't watch anymore. I actually do have... But here's the thing. He looks so different than his old alcohol-riddled face now. Like, Luke Skywalker's a different person to me. Luke Skywalker exists somewhere. He's chilling. Mark Hamill's not. His pants fell down at a speech. He was slurring his words and his pants fell down.
Not great. Not great.
You get what you fucking deserve. Yeah, it is. It is. But that's why we're doing this show. To not.
But you know what? Hayden Christensen's still on top, though.
Hayden Christensen is still the GOAT. Doesn't even have social media. What a fucking G. Owns a farm. Owns a farm, shows up to cons, loves people. I talked to him for hours on it, or not like I would talk to him for hours on end, but I talked to him for like 10, 15 minutes maximum. Awesome dude. Fucking great guy. Takes the time to hang out with you and wants to talk to you. And remembered me the next day when I saw him.
And
in fact, yeah, he's that dude, bro. Hayden Christensen's the man. I don't even think he's ever even made a political post at all.
Yeah, I don't think so.
To my knowledge. I've never seen anybody talk about Hayden Christensen posting anything, which they probably would. So, yeah, he's good people. Ewan McGregor seems like a great guy, but he is very, very, very much on social media. Yeah. Samuel Jackson. I would like... It's kind of crazy. I would like to meet Samuel Jackson, not for any other role other than Mace Windu. I'd be like, yo, let's take a quick video. I just need you to say, take a seat. And sound kind of pissed off at me.
What did you say?
Yes. Jake, do you have a response for this?
Yeah, I mean, essentially you just ride or die with the ones you really like. And again, I've always liked them. So even when he was going through a bad phase publicly, if you just know he's just greatest performer, one of the greatest performers in the prequels.
In Star Wars. He did exactly what he was told to do.
Mm.
And all of his own fucking stunts. And all of his own choreography with the lightsaber work. And he trained days and days and days on end with Nick Gillard, who, thank God, is working with Star Wars Theory now. Because Mark, you guys know we're gonna definitely go over the Vader fan film part 2 when it comes out. Because it's going to be Darth Vader versus Mace Windu, and Nick Gillard choreographed the entire thing. So we're talking Revenge of the Sith level lightsaber duels in this thing, guys. I'm very excited for Star Wars Theory's project.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he always does good work. Shout out to him.
Yeah, dude's awesome. Disney hates him.
I was going to say, I guess, should we have like a little segment here where we just shout out good socials or good mediums to follow that would benefit your Star Wars knowledge?
Yeah, I have one for you right now. Stupendous Wave.
Follow Stupendous Wave. Okay.
Yes. Stupendous Wave is awesome for Star Wars lore. He's great. Dash Star is great. Dash was gone for a couple years, but he came back. Now he's doing awesome. Dash is great. I think Angry Badger does some Star Wars lore. Sometimes, but not just Star Wars lore, but he does sometimes. He's good. I've enjoyed seeing him on people's shows. I've only ever seen him on the Critical Drinker and like Star Wars Theory shows. I think he was on Geeks and Gamers before too, maybe. But yeah, he's pretty solid. I don't watch him as much though. Well, this is like for lore stuff, but you could also follow Echo Base Network. They cover a lot of the Star Wars stuff. Obviously, Drunk 3PO, but he covers less Star Wars stuff now. Of course, I have to shout out my boy X-Wing. So X-Wing,
isn't that your favorite?
Well, he's my friend. So yeah. The one I've watched the most is probably Theory, because I didn't know X-Wing from, since 2016. But yeah, no, X-Wing does a lot of gaming now. But he will still talk Star Wars sometimes. And he's been on the show before. You guys might know him. But he's a really busy guy. He's a father now, so got a lot of work to do raising a child. But that's another good one. Who else? Don't go on Star Wars Explained. Generation Tech is interesting. If you want to get into like how the banking clan is structured and like
the banking clan.
Yeah, if you want to get into Thor Skywalker, he's cool too. Thor Skywalker is a good guy. Never got a chance to talk to him, but he's cool. Obviously, RK Outpost, Ryan does Star Wars videos all the time. Ryan is a massive Star Wars lore fan. Mahler on his channel has all of his Star Wars long form breakdowns. So he has like a 3-part, like 20-something hour breakdown of The Force Awakens. Like, and where problems went wrong and like all these other things. He's doing the Last Jedi one. It's taken him years. Mahler, Jake, I think Mahler is totally up your alley with like EFAP and stuff like that. I'll send you the link. Sure. But if you look up Mahler and his channel Mooler, which is Mooler, but Mahler is MAU Mahler's really good. Critical Drinker has great Star Wars reviews on there. If you guys just want to watch some good Star Wars reviews, and breakdowns. Drinker is awesome. He's written 13 books. He has a short movie out. He's been on Piers Morgan, tons of stuff. Trying to think who else covers Star Wars like often. Other than that, RK Outpost, Ryan Kennel. If you want news right off the bat, that is kind of middle of the road, Star Wars Meg. She's middle of the road for the most part. I've talked to her. I'm in her Discord. She's good people. Her and I disagree on a lot of Star Wars stuff, but also agree on a lot of Star Wars stuff. So she's good people. So Star Wars Meg is good. Star Wars Santa is the best of us. He's just an actual Santa, a mall Santa, and he's a sweetheart of a human being. And he runs a really good, feel good Star Wars channel where he loves the sequels. He loves the OT. He doesn't like the prequels, and that's why him and I butt heads all the time. But it's a very strange thing, right? The guy who grew up with the OT loves what they did with it in the sequels. That's why he's such an interesting person. Yes, so interesting. But he's just the most feel-good, happy, genuinely good person. So yeah, Star Wars Santa, even just give him a sub because it'll make you smile. And I would say John Graber, the space jockey, but John doesn't really do. He only really streams his sermons now because he is a pastor. So he kind of like stepped off of YouTube a little bit. Who else do I know of? Huh. That's kind of the best people I can think of. Generation Tech's really interesting though too. They're pretty solid, but there's not that many that I really trust.
Yeah, exactly.
So the ones I just said to you guys, the reason I watch YouTube was originally when I was like little, silly memes, Star Wars lore videos, and Halo. That's it. When I was a kid, and like I said, stupid memes. So I found all of the Star Wars channels when they were out, when they started. Like that's how I've been subbed to Star Wars Theory since he started in 2016. So like these are the ones I just mentioned to you are all the ones that I personally trust. And believe me, I've been subbed to a lot of Star Wars channels, and I've unsubbed from a lot of Star Wars channels. The 6 or 7 I just mentioned are not some channels I've unsubbed from. And also, when it comes to Critical Drinker, Mauler, and RK Outpost, like Ryan, they do other content too, but their Star Wars content is really solid.
And if you like good edits, just hype edits that involve the IP of Star Wars, follow the Hoth Spot on Instagram.
Yes, so I actually that's unfair of me. I forgot to mention those that make Star Wars art and stuff like that.
Yes, the creatives.
Yes. So I shout out Bucketheads. Bucketheads, if you Google that is a phenomenal live action fan film made by fans, crowdfunded. Kind of stupid that they don't let Star Wars Theory crowdfund, but these people were allowed to. But I'm glad they were because they made a really good fan film, and it's phenomenal. It's about stormtroopers after the second Death Star blows up and they're stuck on Endor and they got to get off.
That sounds good.
And then shit goes down because they start feeling the breakdown of command, and they start wondering shit. So yeah, Bucketheads, AD_edits is good for Star Wars stuff. What's the other one who makes the Star Wars memes? Oh shit. It's hold on, give me 1 second. I just watched one the other night. It was funny. It was silly. Oh, dude, of course, Mike Zero. No, I'm kidding. Don't. It's all lies. It's all lies. Gosh, where is this other one? There's like a couple Star Wars like editors that make some really cool. Oh, I am a Jedi. That's the other guy.
Interesting.
And then, as Marcel said, Thor Skywalker. He's cool. He looks like Thor.
Interesting.
Cool guy. Cool guy. Oh, dude. Same. I stay subbed to Mike Zero just to give myself a little giggle because his video title would be like, Brie Larson just stormed into Lucasfilm and assassinated Kathleen Kennedy. like
Respect.
So ridiculous shit, bro. But yo, when it was the time of the sequel trilogy, he capitalized on that. Everyone believed his shit because no one knew what they were going to do with Disney Star Wars.
Yeah.
He would just like, Palpatine's coming back. He's got 17 cock lightsabers. Like, he's gonna do a double backflip, and Rey's actually Anakin's sperm ball. He was like saying the most ridiculous shit.
Indeed.
But people were believing it because he was like, "I'm a leaker. You can trust me with my dartboard." Guys, should I get a dartboard? I think I should get a dartboard for the background to emulate Mike Zero. Yeah, to emulate our boy Mike. Get a little dartboard, put it over there. Every time Roman says something gay, I'll throw a dart at it. Oh shit, man. But yeah, dude, this is fucking fun. This is gonna be a good show. I can see it.
Yes.
And seemingly nobody has anything to watch on Tuesday nights because there's a lot of people watching this. What's up, guys? Thank you.
The seeds are growing of from episode 1.
Yeah, and also in the Discord, guys, and in the comments, let us know if there's any Star Wars topics that you want us to cover, or like a book.
Maybe like one of those books, those two books.
Maybe possibly like the Book of the Sith or Jedi or Bounty Hunter Guide or video games. You want Jake and I to go play Republic Commando and then talk about it? Do that. Force Unleashed. We already talked about that for like an hour. Dude, eventually when I get the PC set up, we should stream Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga.
I would do that.
Or the Skywalker Saga one where it's open world.
Down for either. I like Lego games.
Just do all of the missions except for the stuff that's like 7, 8, and 9. Or we do 7, 8, and 9 and we just continuously fuck around. I think playing a Lego Star Wars game would be cool. I want to get back into Star Wars Old Republic Online because it's still around.
Yeah, definitely.
That would be cool too. So Jake and I are